Hi, my name is Kwaija Fawcett, and I graduated from the Steinhardt School of Education, Culture, and Human Development. I worked on a research project with a formerly incarcerated student, and before I knew about his background, I thought he was a really cool person. He was very interesting, and he had a great perspective on kids of color, both males and females, in urban environments, and on education. And so when he finally revealed to me that he was formerly incarcerated, I was taken aback, but not in a bad way. Like he was cool about it, so I was cool about it. Um, After thinking about like his experience and what he told me, I respected him so much more. I thought it was amazing to hear that someone who come from such a stigmatized background in our society and go to a top school like NYU and still like do his thing. And he was doing his thing. And like for me personally, like knowing the kind of blowback that I would get had I been formerly incarcerated, like he just kept us cool. Like I would have it would have been so much harder for me to make it through an experience like that and then go to school and trying to adjust to society. But like he seemed like he had no problems whatsoever. Um, he was an outgrowing person. Like he knew his stuff. Like he was on point. And I feel like everyone is driven by different things in life. But even as I started to feel like burned out, I felt like he kept me motivated. He kept me going. He inspired me to keep going. I felt like he was more passionate, motivated to give back to communities of color than I was at certain points. And I could understand why. Like I wanted to give back to my communities because of the things that I've seen in my community from a secondhand experience. But like he came from it firsthand and he's like, you know what, it's tough out here. Like we need to make a change. And like I really appreciate having someone as a colleague thinking from that perspective, and I think it's a great perspective to have. And I think more schools should look into all types of factors that create diverse populations for a fully enriching experience for their students. I think that they shouldn't just look for people of color, they shouldn't just look for people with disabilities, but they should look for people from all walks of life, from all corners of the earth, and bring them all together and have them really create an environment where it's like they're doing top research, they're doing great things to make social change. And I think that having formerly incarcerated students in the classroom is all the more better. It makes everything, it makes your perspective so much different. And I appreciate having him in my classroom.